everybody? Welcome back to Vegan Cooking with Samantha. Today, we're gonna be using our air fryer, my birthday gift from my husband. And we're gonna be making a recipe that I found on Instagram. This is not my recipe. I'm just really wanting to make it and try it out. Housekeeping. If you hear any music, I don't own the rights. I just can't cook in silence. So, I think this is from the Conscious Plant Kitchen is the Instagram name. I wrote it really weird, so I think that's what it said. So, what we are going to be doing are making air fry donuts. I'm very excited about these. I saw a few different variations and I'll probably make them all, but the one we're doing today is like a cinnamon sugar version. And the actual core of the donut is only 2 ingredients. How cool is that? So, the recipe calls for the actual donut dough is going to be self-rising flour, which this is going to be my first time using self-rising flour, and yogurt, vegan yogurt. I am going to be using coconut milk, vanilla, so delicious yogurt today. I hope I have enough. I used it yesterday. Yeah. Then to coat the donuts, it calls for sugar, cinnamon, and vegan butter. However, I'm going to attempt. First of all, I'm going to be using coconut sugar. Not regular sugar, because I'm not. This is what I have. Cinnamon, and I'm gonna try to not use the butter because it's a lot of butter, and I just don't think it's necessary. It does say to coat your hands with coconut oil when you're working the dough, so I will be doing that. And I might use a teeny bit of the coconut oil to make the donut a little bit sticky for the sugar coating, which is what the butter's for. So, we'll see how it turns out. This is going to make supposedly 8 donuts, and I put this into my MyFitnessPal so I could get the macro breakdown, and it is without the butter, it is 145 calories, about 3 grams of protein, 4 grams of fat, and 25 carbs. So, if I can make this work without the butter, it'll be a little bit less on the fat side. I think I did put it in there with the butter at first, and it was about 9 grams of fat. So, not a huge difference, but it is a difference. So, let me make sure I have everything, and then we will get started. All right, so it says to mix it with a spatula first, so that's what we're doing, spatula, and then work it with your hands. So, we need 1 3/4 cup of flour, friends. So, one thing I've learned about the air fryer is that you need to preheat it. It works best if you preheat. So, you do it at like the max heat, or I think, for like 3 minutes. So, we will do that as well. And then we're going to air fry just for a few. So, we did get the Ninja Max, which was supposed to be like really big. Apparently it's not as big as I thought it was gonna be, because all these other people are putting, like, in the video she puts in, for this, she puts in 4 donuts at a time. I don't think 4 donuts are gonna fit in here. So what the heck air fryer did y'all get? I got a big one on purpose. I tried to get a big one on purpose so I could do the most. Apparently, I did not get the big one. Well, my husband got. I picked it out. 1, We need 3/4 cup. 2. And, oh, I should have done the yogurt first. Oops. 3. So, if you notice, I'm using a 1/2 cup measuring cup all the time. That's because we use my actual 1 cup measuring cup for dog food. So, I don't use that in my baking. Really need to get another set of baking or measuring cups, whatever those are. All right, let's wipe this out so we don't. Not that it matters. It doesn't really matter. And we need 1 cup of this. Uno. Oops. Let's see. So we are commercial time. Don't you love my lovely apron? I know I've talked about it before. This is super cute. My little dinosaurs. I'm an herbivore. Pockets. And I got it from, you know, onetosavemany.com, where all the profits go to supporting animals and animal sanctuaries. So, go get your cute apron. Onetosavemany.com. I think they still have them. Hope so. I have 2 from there. They're adorable, and I love them. 1, scoop it out. We want to make sure we get as much of our yogurts in there. Cool thing is that if you're using sweetened yogurt, that's how it's sweetening your donut. What? Just kidding. I mean, really, but I'm just being a dork. All right. Oh yeah, just enough. Perfect. Only a little bit left there. So, at first, mix this with a spatula. Okay. I do have my camera at an angle today because I'm trying with all my might to let you guys see what I'm doing. It is very weird to look up at my camera, but that's okay. Better angle on the face. Alright. Oh yeah, I see why. Oh, they say to mix with your hands. I'm gonna need this for sure. But you have to oil your hands first. I'm gonna mix it as long as I can with this to try and get all the dry stuff incorporated. All right, I think we're about there. So, mixy. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a sticky mess, friends. Good thing I shortened my nails. Post-show, no more nails, no more long nails. We are done with that until the next time. All right, this is definitely sticky. This is why she says generously coat your hands in coconut oil. Holy yeah. I want to make sure that I get all of this mixed. All right, so that was sticky. So she is not kidding when she says generously coat your hands with coconut oil. You really need to. They're incredibly sticky. So, okay. I just preheated my air fryer, and we are going to figure out how many I can actually fit in there. So, Sorry, my grate wasn't in there, right? All right, so it says you do need to spray the air fryer a little bit so it doesn't stick. And you're also gonna spray the donuts when they're in there. I don't really know why, but all right. I'm going to put a little more coconut oil on my hands so that I can touch these and place them in. So what she said was to make the ball, stick a hole in it, and stretch it as much as you can because they're going to expand a lot. And to place them as far apart as you can because they're going to expand a lot. So I've got my little donuts here. I don't know how many I can really fit. Watch, we end up with like one massive donut all stuck together. Because I don't want to do just one at a time because that would suck. So I think I can do 3 at a time instead of 4. So we've got these stretched out, placed in, and we are going to air fry at 350 for 8 to 9 minutes. 8 minutes, we'll see. Let's try 8 first, start. Okay, so we're gonna be doing multiple batches of this. And while they cool is when I'm supposed to do the mixture for the coating. But yeah, let's let these babies cook in the air fryer. They're super cute. We'll see how they turn out. Okay, so our first batch was done. And I came up with an idea while it was cooking. So we're trying that too. So first of all, they're pretty hard. So I'm not sure how they're gonna, they're more like bagels than donuts. So I'm cooking the second batch for less time. Also, the sugar and cinnamon mixture doesn't stick too well. So the coating in butter is probably necessary if you're going to do it that way. I did try to put a little bit of coconut oil on the outside to try and get it to stick better, but not so great. So what I did, my idea, was to take the dough form before cooking them and dip them in the cinnamon and sugar. So that's what I'm trying now, and the other two. So most of them will have the cinnamon and sugar cooked into it. That's a good way to avoid using the butter because it'll actually stick that way. And I do have quite a bit left over, so that means that this is not actually the exact macros I said that they are because I have quite a bit left over. So that's good. That's okay. We will still just add it in our macros as if it's got all the cinnamon and sugar and whatever on it. But yeah, so like I said, they kind of resemble bagel texture, really more so than donut. And I could have probably fit 4 in at a time, but I'm still just doing 3 right now. So we will be back a little bit later once they're all cooked, and we will do our taste test because we get 1 donut today. I have worked this. We are post-show and I get to be more creative with my foods, and as long as it fits my macros, we're gonna try it out. Alright, we'll be back. Alrighty, so our air fried donuts are done. So here they are. Oh, I need to take a picture before we do anything. No, I don't. So, like I said, the first ones I followed the instructions, except for the butter on them to coat it. So the cinnamon and sugar didn't stick very well. I tried using coconut oil. The other ones, I dipped them in the cinnamon and sugar before I baked them, air fried them. So that stuck way better. As you can see, they are little crispies, or they look crispy because the cinnamon and sugar. They do not feel like donuts. They feel more like bagels. I also, the very last two, I did on bake mode instead of air fry mode. Didn't really change. They still feel a little bagely. So we are gonna go ahead and have our one donut for today. Donut bagel thing. Try it out and we're gonna see how they taste. Let's go with these ones. Here you go. Let's try them out. I like how they taste. A little dry. They are more, definitely more bagel-like.
They're a little bit softer than bagels, but harder than donuts.
Yes. So kind of in between. I think the first ones are gonna be harder like bagels because I cooked them longer like the recipe said. These ones I cooked for only 7 minutes. Air fried. I do like them. Yeah. I don't know if I'll keep them as part of my meal plan, but for this week, we're gonna get donuts with our breakfast.
Here.
Yeah? You like them?
Mm-hmm.
Enough to eat them every day?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good, because we're eating them this week. Alright, so the conscious plant kitchen. That's what it is. Thank you for your recipe. And maybe if you see this, you can give me some tips on making it more donut-like, but they're good. I just wouldn't call them donuts. Thanks, guys. See you next time.